Did you know that having a daily pleasure practice will not only, one, affect your mood so that you vibrate higher and you're in a much better mood, but two, will help you manifest faster, and three, help you embody more of your divine feminine energy. If you want to learn some actual things that I'm currently doing right now that are part of my daily pleasure practice and bring me pleasure, stay tuned, because this is a 3-part series where I'm going to give you some examples that you can also start doing for yourself today. Hey Thrivers, welcome back to my channel. I'm Marian Valenza, and if you like all things manifestation, feminine energy, definitely hit that subscribe button because that's what we talk about on this channel. And hit that notification bell. I post videos every week, and give me a thumbs up. All right, you can also find me on TikTok and Instagram. I post there so often, so you can say hi, you can slide in my DMs. All right, so let's dive into a pleasure practice. So I've done many videos on what a pleasure practice is, and it's not what you all think. When we talk about pleasure, we think, oh, it's just purely sexual. No, it's also sensual. And sensual doesn't mean sexual. Sensual means using your senses. And when I talk about a daily pleasure practice, it's things that bring you joy. It can be little things, it can be big things, but things that like light you up, right? That when you see it, when you experience it, it shifts your mood. Because we all know we have the power to shift our energy like that, with a breath, with a thought. And if we're constantly shifting to things that bring us pleasure, that things that feel good to us, what's gonna happen? We're gonna continue focusing on all the good things and attracting more of those good things, right? Because we're creating an environment where we assume and believe, no, I feel good, and this is a daily. This isn't, oh, I'm only gonna feel good on Saturdays or Sundays or my self-care days. You start really embodying and having these habits around you so that you experience it daily. So let's dive in. So this is part 1. I'm just really gonna share what I'm doing and I currently love so that you can try it too. So the first one, I love baths. For me, like there's something about being in the water. It's definitely a mermaid in a different timeline and dimension. I've always loved this. I used to be obsessed with Little Mermaid when I was a kid, dressed up as her, wouldn't want to leave the ocean. I would literally cry when my family would force me to like stop swimming, okay? For me, long baths, like 2-3 hour baths. And I don't really have to do anything. I can literally just lay there and it relaxes me. It brings me so much joy. I can be listening to music or do none. I can like just relax in there. I don't have to do anything. Yes, I also do spiritual baths and baths where I do active, manifestation, where I timeline jump and all that. I have videos on quantum jumping and timeline shifting in your tub, but I'm just talking about just being, relaxing, playing with the suds and just being in warm water, being surrounded by warm water. There's just something about it that to me is amazing. So if you love baths, if you love water and you have a bath, use it more. All right. Number 2, massages and facials. And this could be something that you go get professionally done, or you can do it yourself. How you take care of your body and your skin speaks so much volumes, right? Because this is our skin. Our skin is our largest organ, and this is our body. This is the only body that we're going to have in this lifetime. So why not take care of it? And I've been getting more massages. If I don't go see someone, have my husband give me a massage, or I actually like massage my hands, massage my feet. And when I put lotion, I do it with care. When I go through and do a lot of my facial routines, I have masks on and several serums. When I rub those in my face, I speak love into my face, into my skin, right? Because we're all about giving positivity, and I take pleasure in that. It makes me feel good, right? Because touch is so important. Touch is one of our senses, and oftentimes, there's been studies that show people who don't experience touch from other people and beings lack that intimacy. And remember, you are in the longest relationship with yourself, so be intimate with yourself, right? It doesn't have to be sexual. It could just be adoration for your skin, your face, your body. Number 3, I love reading my spicy books. It brings me so much pleasure. When I talk about spicy books, I mean romance novels written by women, fantasy novels, paranormal romances. It brings me so much joy because for a long period of time, I was only reading nonfiction, things that help me with my business, self-help, which are all great. I love those books. It enhances my mind. I've learned about money, investing, but sometimes we just need to read just for the pure pleasure of reading fiction because it makes us use our imaginations. And I feel a lot of people feel like they always have to, I gotta read so that I can learn new things, which is great. But for me in this season right now, I've been loving reading also a lot of fiction. It helps me relax. It helps me not think about work all the time. And if you follow me, you know that I'm all about embodying more of that feminine energy. Reading for the pure pleasure of reading and reading romance novels from different eras and planets and all these things give me so much pleasure. So I recommend that to you. It really helps you. One, it brings out emotions, you use your imagination. And we all know, when you use your imagination, you practice your manifestation powers, right? You believe it in your mind, you visualize it before you see it. My romance novels. So if you have any recommendations, I love to read a lot of the fae, paranormal, like really out there. I love fantasy movies too, so that's kind of my thing. So if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments below. Number 4, now we're gonna be talking about something sexual. Midday orgasms. And really, it's more of a self-pleasure practice. You know, at one point, I used to think everything had to be, at the certain time. When everything was done, I would always feel that I had to earn that, right? And we're talking about masturbation here and solo sex magic. I used to think that, okay, I had to wait until it was evening or I had finished everything so I earned feeling good. Just like rest, sleep, eating, whatever it is, you don't have to do anything to earn it. It is your basic right. So if you feel relaxed, maybe you're reading a spicy romance novel. I know I do. Sometimes midday, I'm like, I need to get my brain out of work mode. I need to relax more. I read a book and I practice solo sex magic. And don't think that you have to earn this, right? This is your right, your privilege to enjoy yourself. I think there's just been so much conditioning that we have to compartmentalize our life. This is only this part. I could only, experience pleasure after I've done all this work, and you have to work hard. Let's remove that. Let's finish that programming. Let's get rid of that, right? And replace it with, if you feel intuitively led to relaxing more and to experience self-pleasure, then allow yourself to do it. Oftentimes through there, you're relaxed, maybe you're tensed up or stressed out from work, you're able to do it, you actually feel much better after and you can concentrate. So, midday orgasms brings me a lot of pleasure. And my last tip before we go into video 2 is, for me, touch. And maybe it's my Taurus moon, but what I wear for me matters. And I love wearing satin and silk nightgowns and robes. There's just something about how it feels on my skin. I started doing this a few years ago, especially because I have to wear satin and silk pillowcases for my hair. I have naturally curly hair, and it's actually better for curls. It makes it less frizzy. I also realized, I used to see it in movies and on music videos. I'm like, that must feel nice that you're on satin and silk and you feel well rested and it feels cool on your skin. I'm like, why can't I do this for myself? And I did, and it is the best. I am so hooked. I love feeling good because remember, sleep is also so important. If you don't get proper sleep, if you don't take care of yourself while you're sleeping, you don't give your body enough time to rest and regenerate. And you don't need to dress this way for anyone. All right, do it for yourself. Do it because you feel good. So I love things that feel good on my skin. So it's satin, it's silk. It's warm blankets, fuzzy blankets, because that feels good. Even though it may seem little, it can change so much about how you feel, how you manifest, how confident you feel in your skin, and it will bring you so much pleasure. So hopefully this list helped you out to inspire you. If you don't try one or two, maybe it inspired you to think of other things that you are going to start incorporating in your daily life so that you can experience these pleasure practices daily. All right? Let me know in the comments below which one resonated the most with you, and I will see you on the next video where we're going to be talking about part 2 and 3, because I have a lot more to share with all of you. All right? Say hi to me on TikTok and Instagram, and I will see you in the next time. Bye.